Oh, he got it. He ate that thing twice. He still thought it was real. Oh! Oh, he won't let go. This is a new little prototype 6 cents bait that's gonna be out soon, actually. Oh, what is up, MFers? So, as you guys have been following along, these are my backyard ponds. We got this pond, which is pretty clean. It's got a lot of bluegill in it that we stocked a couple videos ago, and it's got some giant bass in it. And then we got that pond over there that's a lot dirtier, and it's actually got some bluegill, some little bass, and some other minnows and stuff that we stocked in it as well. Problem with this pond right now is we need a whole bunch more food because we want to grow some really big, savage bass in it. Same over there. Actually, I have another idea for that pond over there. We'll talk about that in just a second. But right now, the only way to feed these fish is by hand. And as you guys know, we stay pretty damn busy on the channel. We got some mold going on there. We just don't have a very good way of feeding these fish by hand right now with these pellets. The awesome thing is when you do feed them this food, watch this. They love it. They freaking tear it up. The bluegill come from all over the pond. Literally, when you walk out here, you can see the water dimpling and little V's in the water. And something else that's really awesome is the giant bass like to kind of come in. They follow those bluegill up there too, and they wait for them. They kind of wait in the shadows under some of this grass for one to make a mistake and not be paying attention. Kaboom! You can see them. There's actually some really big bass right down there. Let's see if I can get one to eat this little swim bait. I don't want to catch them that often on film because I'd like to teach these bass to savagely attack everything. But that looks a little bit like a bluegill. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let's see if we can trick one into thinking we got a little confused Timmy. I kind of got a feeling we don't, it's not gonna happen, but the bluegill like it. They're like, hey, a friend. The bass are like, why would I eat that when there's real fish? Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna catch any we're really not gonna catch them because they don't have hooks, but this is a new little prototype 6 cents bait that's gonna be out soon, actually. It's called the Trace. It runs a lot better when you put hooks on it because that adds weight and it balances it. But Cole, get some shots of this up close. I'll show you guys how this runs. It's like the most natural acting multi-jointed swim bait I've ever seen. Look at that, and then you stop it, boom, boom. Flip it and the tail kicks some water up. Oh! This one, of course, on top of the water, but we have, this is a slow sink, actually. Once you put hooks on it, it sinks, and then we got the fast sink, too, which you can fish two ways. Way down the water column, or you can burn it up top, which is how I like to fish it. Look at that, you got bluegill and bass coming in from all over the pond. They want theirs. Anyways, what we're doing in today's video is we're creating a new way to feed these fish. It's gonna make a lot more sense. We're going back to Overton's, the badass fish farm that we went to last time, and they have automatic fish feeders that we're gonna get installed. I think we might get two. If they got two, Cole, I think we might get one for each pond, and then it can actually be programmed to feed these fish at certain times. And when we get going with that, not only are we gonna have a more consistent way to get these fish more food, we're gonna know exactly how much food we're feeding them every day, exact times we're feeding them, and that's gonna allow us to kind of come back and throw stuff like this and allow big largemouth to come up and crush them too, because they are dialed in on the feeding schedule as well. Look at this guy right here. He is just ready to go and super hot. Oh! Dude, I saw him. I think I had my bluegill right here dangling over the water, and he came in super hot. I think he was like looking for that. Here, there's still one right here. Let's see if this is. Oh, he got it. He got it. Dude, this one is pissed off. He's back again. Look, he's flaring his mouth. He's like, what the hell? He ate that thing twice. He still thought it was real. He's looking at it again. Oh! Oh, he won't let go. All right, I gotta do it again. One more time. Oh my God. Well, when there's about 500 of the real bluegill around and they're eating something that is very, very fake, obviously, that's actually gonna be a paint job that's gonna be offered from the factory. That's not a Casey Sobczak custom paint. That's gonna be a factory color. Yeah, this thing is gonna work a little bit. I have an idea. This video gets to 3,000 shares. 3,000, guys. I have an idea to stock that pond so we can have massive blow-ups and basically a feeding frenzy every single time we go out there. And it's a species that is gonna be very, very big, probably get over 100 pounds potentially. If you got someone that likes fishing or you just think could like this video, these topwater blow-ups and stuff, share this video with them. 3,000 of them. I'm gonna stock that next time. Probably costs a lot of freaking money, but I'm gonna do it because I think it's gonna be awesome content. Okay, let's head to the fish factory.
How we smoke the otters. So we have like, it's really like 114 acres, but we only use about 94 of it. We have about 14 acres across the creek. There's a creek on this backside.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's always wet. So
of course, yeah.
There's no access to it. This is where we're getting a lot of our bass fry from.
What are the biggest bass you got in your ponds here?
Now, nothing over 10.
Uh-huh.
But we did have a few 12-pounders and probably 8 or 9 that were between 10 to 12.
Wow.
Yeah, but we lost them during the freeze.
Of course.
But we did get a bunch of bass fry out of them. With so many that we ran out of ponds to put them in.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Damn. Got the good genetics out of it then.
Oh yeah. Florida strain bass, Florida, and then 3 bluegill ponds, and the tilapia, and another bass pond.
There's something right there. Yeah. Yep.
They like to follow us once they get the carts.
Oh, of course.
But I grew 10,000 pounds of tilapia out of this pond this past year.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We had 3 aerators on them just to keep it at bare minimum.
Wow.
And we'll throw in tilapia in the spring, you know, just for food, and drop in minnows and shiners here and there. There used to be a good population of shad, and then in the wintertime we throw in some fingerling rainbow trout as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like 34 ponds total on this side, and then we have some further down as well.
Dang, 34?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's just, the people you see here, that's everyone who takes care of the whole place.
Yeah, yeah.
So it can be.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these 2 right here, these are our big bluegill ponds. There's a little snake. We threw in just a handful of breeders this last winter, and now it's just jam-packed full of bluegill.
Yeah, you can see them. Little guys.
Yeah. Here's where we bred our F1s. And the adults are still in there.
How do you move bass fry? Do you net them?
Yeah, you have to seine them.
Oh, you seine them.
So
right.
We come around once we put the breeders in. About like 2 or 3 weeks after, we just start coming around the pond, and you just go real slow and look for the fry.
Right.
And then when you see that plume of fry,
yep.
You just kind of target it. So you go out with a really fine.
Yeah, super fine.
Yeah, and then we just go around, cut them off, bring them back to the bank, and then just scoop them out and
gotcha.
move them over.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll pull out breeders out of here too, especially the big blue cats. These are actually breeding barrels right now. I saw them fighting 2 weeks ago. They were just spawning.
They spawn on the barrels?
Yeah, in the barrels. This pond right here, we have F1s, big F1s, and striper in here as well. 3 to 5 pounders.
Nice.
There's another accidental tilapia pond over here. Yeah. See, we clipped them, the fins, and then we send them off to labs and get them back. And then we know exactly what fish is what,
right?
What DNA it has. That way, all our stock is true.
100%.
Yeah. So everyone else that claims to have them doesn't have paperwork. We have all the paperwork to back that up. But these are the tags. It's actually pretty awesome to do. Put it in on the back dorsal at an angle, pop it in there, and then release them.
Then you know.
We offer that sometimes, but no one ever wants to spend the money on.
Of course,
that kind of equipment.
We need some feeders.
1 or 2.
I think 2.
Okay.
2 of the smaller ones, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start real low. Do like 1 to 3 seconds, depending. I would always still start real low.
Yeah.
And then just work them up to it.
Cool.
And then also in the wintertime, they're going to slow down, like big time. So
yeah,
you're
you
going
were
to
saying that, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you need to tone it down.
it just depends. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll probably just get like 2 bags now to start. Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be your timer.
Yep.
Just everything just connect real easy together.
Cool.
You might have to set up the wire that goes in to the solar panel, but it's, you know, it's really, really simple.
Okay. That runs the battery for like permanently?
Not permanently. I mean, eventually your battery
fail, but substantially longer than without.
Oh yeah, and there's a little door over here on the side too if you need access to some of the motors. Right there.
Got it. So this was, last time she was saying, this is both types of catfish, some bass in here too.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. Which, unless you get them DNA tested, we don't know exactly which are which.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll have natives, F1s, and Floridas in here. There's also striper, there's koi, there's a few crappie in here.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just about everything. Everything's in there, the solar panel, batteries, timers, everything.
Okay, there's instructions?
Kind of.
Is it pretty simple?
Yeah, it is
okay,
pretty simple.
Good. Got a badass little tour there of the Overton's fisheries. He said over 30 ponds. Craziness. Giant catfish, giant bass, tilapia, bluegill, all sorts of stuff there. So we're going to be making more trips there. And like I said, I need to share this video because we've got some pretty exciting plans if we can get this to the old share meter, the sharometer. But if you didn't follow along, we ended up getting 2 feeders, so we got 1 for each pond, and we got 2 giant bags of feed as well. But they don't come assembled, so coleslaw on. And get these sumbitches assembled in the garage because it's supposed to rain for like 5 days straight here in Houston. Let's do it. Cool.
Like sloppy mess there. Look out. Like you got Gatorade down.
After this, we're moving that table. All right, coleslaw, moment of truth. We just got out here. We got them all assembled nicely. It was actually super easy to install everything. Hopefully, we got to see if it works. We did a little test one in the garage, and it was spinning and going like we wanted it to. Get some food dumped in here. There's like 4 giant bass waiting right here for us. So you guys saw what happened when we threw the swim bait in there earlier. Hope you pricks are hungry. It's full. Full guy, dude. I mean, you better move. You're about to wear a pellet. There was specific instructions in there that said, do not stand in front of it. All right, so we have both of them right here because we were taking a thumbnail. One's gonna go here, and I think I'm gonna leave it maybe at least right here for now because these fish are used to eating right in this area. It's kind of pointed down too. We might need to make these guys smaller on this end, the legs, so obviously it shoots at a higher angle. But let's test this guy, make sure it works, and see what the fish think. Got it set to 3 seconds. So a 3-second feeding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes!
That's a little much.
Dude, that's a little much and it's a little awesome.
Look at them go though.
Look at them eat. This is their lucky day. They got dose feedings. As my man said at the hatchery, this is summer. This is the warmer months of the year. The fish are gonna eat a lot more. He said basically feed them until they can't eat anymore. This time of year they'll eat a lot more because their metabolism's a lot higher, a lot faster, and the bluegill just lost its life to a big bass. But when it gets towards the winter, water gets a lot colder, metabolism slows down a whole lot. That's when we'll dial it back and we won't feed them quite as much. For now, I don't really know. We want these bluegill to be as healthy as possible and as dumb as possible, and want to come here as consistently as possible so the bass, which are the most important thing in this pond, know when it's time to come up and do some eating. But most important thing to growing big bass, big predatory fish in a pond is to grow a big healthy population of forage fish. So that's what this guy's gonna do. We are gonna dial that back. Probably 2 seconds is probably enough for sure. Feeder number 2 we put on the top of the hill at the second pond location. Nice central location here. We can always move them around too. But not as many fish in this one, but definitely quite a few fish. And we got some big plans. And I did the wrong side. I told you I was gonna get it right. And then I didn't. Okay, test this guy. You bet. That's a lot of food. Let's see if I can figure out the duration of this. All right, MFers, this was a badass time. 2 awesome upgrades for the pond. Kind of expensive, definitely a little bit of an investment, but it's something that we needed, and these ponds aren't going anywhere, and neither am I going anywhere anytime soon. This is necessary. Need to build up the storage, the forage base, so make these bass a lot bigger. Like I said, share this video because we got plans for that other one that we're really gonna need that feeder for, because we're gonna be packing on some pounds on some fish soon. If you like these type of videos, I'm gonna drop the rest of my pond management videos right down below, a playlist. You should check those out. See how this pond kind of came about. We did some cool stalker stuff on a pond last year too, if you didn't see those. And catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'm out here. Peace.